Hey guys, Nick Casamassimo here, your concierge realtor for Palm Beach County and Broward County. Recently I uploaded a video that talked about best practices regarding a listing agent. I was fortunate enough to get some good feedback, and people kind of wanted to hear a little bit more about the buyer's agent. Now, many people are sort of mistaken that buyer's agent and seller's agent are pretty much one and the same thing. But in reality, although there are some overlapping qualities, there are distinct skill sets for each the buyer's agent and the seller's agent. So I want to talk today a little bit about the buyer's agent. And I'm going to kind of go over maybe the front end stuff that a buyer's agent should be doing for you. I mean, there's a lot of other things that I can go over, things like contract writing, negotiating, stuff along those lines. But I really want to focus on the front end, particularly the stuff that you will be able to see immediately if you hire a buyer's agent. So first and foremost, your buyer's agent needs to be a good listener. I know that's something that's very pretty simple, common sense stuff, but it's really important because the buyer's agent needs to understand truly what you're looking for in a property. They need to be asking you probing questions. And when they do their search, it's that information that they get from you that is going to drive that search. And you want them to do a search that's really super targeted. So good listening skills is essential. Second thing is you want your agent to be respectfully honest to you. If somebody comes to me and says, I want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo on the ocean for $175,000 in this particular area, I'm not going to tell them, yeah, I'll go search for it, and we go look at properties that are outside of their budget. I mean, the agent's got to be honest with you from the get-go and say, listen, there's nothing there. I'll run a search, but there's nothing there. But within your price point, here's what you can find. So it's important that the agent is respectfully honest. The other thing is, we talked about searches. So your agent needs to be able to be adept in doing an advanced search. They can target certain areas. I've had clients that say to me, I need to be in a specific building that's got to be 12 stories or more, 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a specific, maybe an ocean view. And the agent's got to be able to kind of quickly do that and let them know what the inventory is. What I do for my clients, because in the last couple of years, it just seems like buyers are yearning to be more informed, and in my opinion, that's a great thing. So that's why Zillow and Trulia, Realtor.com has kind of blossomed recently, because they have decent search features. What I do with my clients is I give them, almost tied to my MLS, an advanced search feature where they can basically look to see what's out there. And I also give them the ability to mark what I call in the portal, which is basically all of their properties that they found in their search. It's all in one particular place, and they can kind of categorize it as to what they like, what they don't like, what is their favorite. They can write notes on there. So in one single point of access, they can kind of organize and prioritize which properties they want to go see or not. And because I'm able to access a lot of that, I get to see kind of what they like and what they dislike. So for me, an informed buyer is great because it gets us to where we need to go quicker, and I get a much better feel as to what their perfect home is. The other thing that your agent, and this is again a mission critical thing, is knowledge. Your agent needs to be very knowledgeable about the market. They need to be knowledgeable about the community, the comps. I mean, typically when I go and I show property to clients, I try to get as much information as I can about the community, about any sort of development in the area, and probably the most important thing is you want to make sure, yeah, I present to them comps. What has sold in the last 6 months that were identical to this property that we're seeing, and do I think that this property is fairly priced, overpriced, underpriced? And I think the potential buyers really can appreciate that, because um, sometimes you may take a client to a property that's listed, uh, the price is listed above their budget, and they're thinking that you know you're trying to get a bigger commission, and it's not the case. It's, listen, this property is so overpriced, it's not funny. You can get this within your budget, and it looks like it would be a good fit. So your agent needs to be knowledgeable. And then some other things that, it's common sense stuff, but you'd be surprised because there's a lot of agents out there. Your agent needs to be organized. When they present to you, they need to be able to give you, if they're showing 3 or 4 or 7 properties, they need to have an itinerary. They need to give you the information that you need. It needs to be in a very organized way. And then finally, an agent needs to be professional. Um, well dressed, well groomed. Really take pride in how they present themselves. If your agent comes and picks you up in a car that's it's just an absolute mess. That's a reflection on a lot of things, and you don't want to unorganized, unprofessional person handling, filling out contracts for you, because one mistake can be pretty catastrophic for you. So those are the basic fundamental kind of front end things you should be looking for when hiring a buyer's agent. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to check me out on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat. Just look under Nick Casamassimo. I guess I'm signing off. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.